Hey guys, welcome back to another sketchbook video. It's Sunday instead of Saturday because I was too sad about the TikTok ban to post yesterday. So you can consider that my moment of silence. If you were following me there on TikTok, I did check this morning and the app is kind of working, but I can't manage to post anything on there. So for now, I'm just going to be posting on here. I'm experimenting a little bit with posting on like Tumblr and stuff like that, but I don't know how far that will pan out. For now, you can reliably find my content here on YouTube, though. So let's get into the actual sketchbook drawing. If you watched my last sketchbook video, I'm kind of on like a journey this year to actually like draw in my sketchbook and fill out all of these sketchbooks that I have. I have like, I don't even know how many sketchbooks. I'm looking at them all right now, and there's like at least 20, 30 empty sketchbooks that I need to fill up, and I really want to fill up this year. I have so much art supplies I never use, so this page in my sketchbook, I really want to do something more like illustrative, so I did this little bunny girl, and I think she turned out kind of cute. I really tried to spend a lot of time on the actual like pencil drawing of her. I went in with colored pencils first, and then kind of refined it with my mechanical pencil, and now I'm going over it with acrylic paint markers. I feel like this is the first drawing I've done with the acrylic paint markers from Artex that I've actually liked. I was really trying to push them a little bit, and this is a new sketchbook, so I wasn't sure how the paper was going to hold up, but it's surprisingly held up really well with all of the kind of like layering and blending I'm doing with these art markers. For the fur, I really wanted her to look like fluffy, but also have this like blush going on, so I was layering I think like 3 or 4 markers at least at a time to kind of like get the color and then using like a creamy like white color to blend everything out. I also went in with a little bit of green on her fur to kind of like mimic the green in her shirt, but I don't know how much I actually liked that part. I love those artists who do kind of multiple colors that don't really like make sense if that makes sense in their like paintings or sketchbook pages and stuff. And so I was trying to mimic that a little bit. And for a first try, I don't think it was too bad. I had originally decided to get these art markers because I saw a lot of people using them in like a very painterly way, and I thought they would be a great idea for doing more painterly stuff without having to whip out a bunch of paints and make a huge mess. And I've honestly ended up using them for more like crafting projects or my projects with clay than I have with anything in my sketchbook or drawing wise. But I went to try them today in a more painterly fashion, and then I ended up going over them with a little bit of like colored pencil, especially in the eyes. And I did really like that and would like to kind of experiment with that more and a little heavier throughout the whole piece. I was pretty happy with this little like gradient I was able to get in the eyes. And then I just added a little bit more red to her whole face to kind of like blush everything out, give her eyes kind of like a little bit of a shadow. And I thought it turned out really good. I ended up really liking this piece. There's definitely a lot with this drawing that I think I could have done more on or improved on, but that's kind of the process of working in your sketchbook is to make mistakes and to experiment with it. And the in terms of that, I'm pretty pleased with how this came out. I really like how I was able to push some of these colors and these shadows using the colored pencils. And I think at the end, I end up going back in with like a black colored pencil over some lines to just kind of like give them a little bit more definition instead of like actually inking this drawing. A little bit of my inspiration for drawing this little like bunny girl was just looking through some of my old sketchbooks and seeing like I think I had drawn some cat ladies like a few years ago, and I really liked how they turned out, so I kind of wanted to do something similar, but to like 2025 me. So I chose a bunny. I'm not really used to drawing bunnies or rabbits, but I don't think this was like too bad for a first attempt. I did use a reference, I think, for like the nose, because animal noses always like kind of blend in my mind for me, but um she's also like anthropomorphic, so there's a little bit of like leeway, I think, with
animal anatomy in the sense of that. I really was happy with like how kind of illustrative this came out, but the thing that I always get like kind of confused on or like unsure about is doing the background. So for the background for this, I ended up just kind of going to like my go-to, which is to outline the character in like either like a white or in this case another color that kind of tied back into the image. And I just kind of threw some like stars in the background. I think like a gradient probably would have looked nice, or maybe just some more like lines. But you know, I'm not too displeased about it. I do think like with these little stars though, I probably could have left them out. I don't think they really add anything to the image like the hearts did. But that is the end. So if you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment.